Hi. Hola. Namaste. Let's stretch and calm down. It looks a little bit darker in here, but I swear the sun's coming out. It's trying to anyway. It's oddly warm here today and crazy windy. Like a front is coming in, I know it. I got the Moch Man here wanting to play with his little elastic. You see? I knew it. Look, at 9:01, I saw clearly. And hello, so I'm back. Now I got onto this, Bon Iver kick, who is Justin Vernon, who, sort of changed everything in his life in one fell swoop, went off into the woods in Wisconsin and wrote a whole bunch of songs that changed indie music forever. It's personified, it personalized, it made it be about themselves and not about a band and not about concepts or universal feelings, but like seriously personal sharing. And so this is also in the genre of Taylor Swift. She developed this idea of personal lyric writing because she is a poet. And that is what I find also Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen always thought of himself as a writer. He was a published novelist at 15. So the power of poetry, the power of lyrics, the power of personification, I find is so interesting because I got onto this also huge kick last night of Morgan Freeman. And when I went to India a long time ago, I was quitting real estate. And real estate is a very superficial business because it's all about your image. And somehow your image is going to make you be able to handle the complete weight of the responsibility of that business. I don't know, it's so weird. I couldn't do it. I saw through it all, so I couldn't do it. But anyway, Mochi, it's not time to play that, okay? We're being serious here. I'm teaching. I'm teaching us all to calm down. I'm teaching us all to have a different perspective. I'm teaching you to learn how to make your own choices, but please have it be for a win-win, for the highest good of all, okay? So it's like a higher love. So Morgan Freeman, I went to India and I got onto this, like, what is creation, or the story of creation, something like that. It was this interesting National Geographic documentary that I watched, and it blew my mind. It changed my perception of everything. I was coming from a very superficial place of drinking all the time in real estate, to really looking down into the depths of what is this all about. And then we landed in India and whoa, so much spirit there. Spirit is everywhere. That's why there is a God for everything. Their gods are like medicine. If you need this, you pray for this God. If you need this, you pray for this. There is no nook or cranny that doesn't have a God in it. So spirit is everywhere, 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 everywhere. And it is always in some sort of form of devotion. It's like, if I devote myself to you, people choose their God, then their God will watch over them. And then Morgan Freeman went on this whole spiritual quest of what is God. And so all of these are on YouTube, so check it out. Morgan Freeman, just put Morgan Freeman God. Because he had pneumonia when he was a kid and he almost died. He needed a huge blood transfusion, and they really did think he was going to die. And because it was like something about miracles, it was called Miracles, or the power of miracles. Who gets to live and who gets to die? And like, who chooses this? And what are miracles? And there are huge religions based on miracles. And the thing that I love about Christianity is all about the supernatural. It's all about the supernatural. It was founded in miracles. Jesus's last miracle was reviving Lazarus from the dead 4 days after. I was going to have a 4-day break. But I'm back because at 9:01 I saw clearly my exile didn't have to be that long, okay? Can't we all just get along and not judge one another? So this whole thing, check out Morgan Freeman and his whole thing about God and what each culture thinks. And there's the whole thing about Taoism. And I think I've taken a little bit of everything and developed my own belief system, but you don't have to follow it. So also, disclaimer, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And resonates means that you feel a kinship to it. And if you don't to other parts of this, then don't. But mostly we're here to stretch and relax. I'm showing you postures. I'm playing good music. We're going to lighten up our spirit, which is also what Jesus wanted for everybody. And we're also going to calm down. Jesus was a Capricorn and very much an earth sign. Though he handled water well, didn't he? Okay, so I'm a jokester. I like to joke. I'm an Aries. I'm the child. I'm very innocent in all of this. Give me a break, please. I'm just sharing my practice because it's what helps me. It makes me feel better, okay? So we don't want to listen to me going on and on about me. That's fine. Let's just listen to the music and get along, okay? It doesn't have to be about religion or politics or real estate or God or skinny love or fat love. But stick with me to the end and we'll feel good, okay? It's all about feeling better in your body. We were given these bodies here and now. We don't know what happens after. There's a reason even. And sometimes I really do believe in sacred geometry and all of this is mathematics. And maybe it is all about chance. Or maybe it isn't. And I like to just put the ideas out there for you to decide, okay? So I'm seriously not forcing my opinions on anybody. I am just seeing clearly for myself at 10 a.m. that we need some sunshine. And we're gonna listen to Nazareth. And we're gonna intuitively, which means listen to that little nudge within, move your body along to the music so that we synchronize with the music in harmony. All together now, okay? In unity. A little rub to relax and calm down. And now let's lift our spirits up. That's what the sun is there for. Every single day helps light my way. And darling, so you do what feels good to you though, okay? And my leg is awesome. I had a huge day at work yesterday though, so we're going to just gentle with these bodies. Enter your tempo and honor it. Love yourself and yourself. Some self-care. Take responsibility. We're activating the base chakra with the arch. And go slow, okay? Reach back into that back foot so that we can open your chest to the heart. And sunshine, having you around, you're the light I never found, darling. I love watching the clouds. Opening up the chest. And the season. Other side. He's loving you. the twisting of the spine really releases the negativity. Okay. This morning we are rising up with our lemon and lime matcha, kombucha. My little guy's on a field trip with his class to Ottawa, our nation's capital. It is 1:04. He was so excited, becoming an independent little guy. And again, we just want to have him make sure that his spirit stays intact and he doesn't get ruined by this society. What is it all about? So Morgan Freeman went on to discover that various cultures, and especially the Navajo, believe that spirit can enter us and dwell in us. They do this whole ceremony for young women as they transition into womanhood, usually around the age of 12. And it's really amazing. He follows one girl and through her whole experience. It's like a 4-day ceremony where she has to run every morning towards the sun and back. Oh, and he discovered that in Egypt was where they actually tried to personify God, and one man decided that he was going to personify the sun. And he shut down all the other gods and all the other worshipping places in Egypt, and that was not very enjoyed by everybody. So it didn't last long. As soon as he died, it went back to worshipping many different gods. But the sun always, like in Stonehenge, the sun is very much the center focal point of their beliefs, and all of the power comes from the sun, and the sun lights up our frontal lobe. Remember I was saying I get a lot of my visions and intuitive thoughts come through when we light up the frontal lobe. And in Mexico I was really taught in yoga to always be focusing on the light between the eyes, the light between the eyes, the light between the eyes, and I was like, I don't see the damn light, and then at the end of the week I saw the light. And that is an amazing thing. And so he did this test with a neurotheologian or something like that, who puts mercury into the blood and can see what part of the brain lights up when you actively focus on spiritual thought or meditation or God. And we all have different versions of what God is to us, but in the end it does dwell inside us because our frontal lobe lights up. And that we change our personality, and it doesn't happen if we don't actually believe, but the power of belief is what makes it apparent that we have the control to change what's going on in our physical state. And so I also want to make us aware of that. And now we're going to do the relaxation response, which was designed by my teacher, Dr. Bali, which balances both hemispheres of the brain, because one is very much more aware of the ego, and one is very much more aware of spirit. And so we like to balance them. Okay? We like to balance them. And in that we can realize our own power. And he ended the show, Morgan Freeman, by saying, seriously, God is what dwells within us. It is the power. It is our inner voice. And there's this whole worshiping church somewhere in the States, I forget where, Wisconsin maybe? It's huge. They've made it be like rock starness, but as long as you're there and you focus on the frontal lobe, because you're witnessing, right? It's like this witnessing, and all of the prophets and all of the prophecies, and even Moses saw God in a bush, and he changed the destiny of so many people, right? All of it is all about believing in the beyond, and there's so much, even in Passover, where they are actually celebrating miracles. And they believe that the Bible is an idea for you to take what you want out of it. And I just love that. There are just so many different things that you can take little pieces and bring it all together, because it's all pretty much all the same thing. Sun God Ra. Okay, I'm going to shush now. We're going to just lie down. We're going to balance our brain. And in that state, in the end, is the relaxation response where we've switched off the stress, okay? We let go of the stress Stress is what kills. Stress blocks so many things, okay? So we're actually trying to get into health. And I'm actually not trying to encourage addiction in any way whatsoever. If you listen to what I'm saying, and I know a lot of you don't even understand English, I did that just because I look dark. I wasn't trying to say anything. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I'm just being me, okay? So that is part of all of this. When we release the masks, we release what we are just pretending to be, because that's a weight. Drop that weight. But at the same time, again, it just makes me think, I love this idea of the skinny love, having no weight, and we do need to have a certain amount of weight to calm down, to be grounded, to take things seriously, but not overly. So there's a balance, okay? So let's focus on that balance. Comme on chante encore at 10:10. And yes, there's powers in numbers and blah, blah, blah. 1111 really symbolizes the balance within yourself. There are various schools of thought, but again, it doesn't mean anything, any one thing is the right thing. I had this one person that came here somehow on a boat and docked right when all of this was kind of getting out of hand and going crazy, and my channel was like blowing up and people were really not understanding at all my channel and thinking that I was personally talking to them and changing things in their lives. Like, this dude sailed here and then wrote me every night at 11:11, and like, it was creepy. Last night I was listening to that song Creep by Radiohead. There's so much meaning in that. And then Radiohead, Tom York started a different band called Smile. And when that was introduced to me, it was really an eye-opening thing, because they have a song called You'll Never Work in Television Again. And it's really all about catfishing and how you never know it's real on the internet or not. And we somehow fall into traps or can believe certain things. And people can just be trolls under a bridge, right? People want to bring each other down. That's a natural thing in humanity, and I'm trying to lift us all up. What was I saying that for? I don't even know. Okay, let's just play the song. On chante encore. I just want us to overcome, okay? It's always been about rising up out of oppression, because even censorship is a form of oppression, it feels like. But we're just trying to like honor some sort of higher power, okay? Can we all agree on that? That's what I mean. There's like a whole bunch of various religions that do believe in a singular force. There is a singular force. It's creation. Somehow we all got here. How did we all get here with brains that work? How do we have a womb that can connect to higher source? Like, you don't even understand what it's like to be a woman and have a baby come out of you. And we all have to act like it's normal. It's not normal. It's miraculous. Okay. On va chanter encore? On chante encore?
Want to know my ultimate hair secret?
Sorry. Check out her hair. I love her hair. Oh, wait, we missed it. Anyway, I can't go back. Let's skip. Let's chante encore. Thank you for joining me. We're going to eat some beets. Yeah, I'm weird. My brother had to sell his little cabin in the woods where we used to go have a sauna and super commune. I'm a little sad about that. So we all heal in time. Don't let yourself be sad. Let the feelings come out in the practice, okay? You'll feel better after. So join me, follow along. Let's balance the brain. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes. This is the relaxation response. Let's lie down. Je suis fatiguée. Big stretch. Okay, adjust and relax your body. We start on the left with 4 circles at 45 degrees. Up on the side. And reverse. all the way up. And circles. And down. And up. Both legs now. Okay, then we go all the way up. Big stretch up. Sorry, more. I really have to do my toes. Go back to me. Building that life force energy in the belly. Releases dopamine in the brain. Healthy happiness. Okay, hold it here. Dr. Bali used to make us really hold it here a long time. Just learn. Okay, roll all the way up. This is where we switch perspective, looking up at your toes. Let the blood down into your brain. Here's the nose. 4 times. Rolling down slowly. Oh. 4 times. 3 and 4. Feel the sun on your face. Hold it here if you can. I mean, if you can't do the full bridge, just hold it here. If you can, go all the way up. Oh. If anything hurts, don't do it. Just roll back down. And now we relax our full body. Whew. I closed my eyes, I just saw a butterfly. Enchant encore. See, I feel so much better now. It literally changes our brainwave pattern. And you feel better. And that's the experience. So I hope you join me in that. Okay, what was I going to say about this song? So, he went into exile and he wrote all of this really personal stuff, Justin Vernon, and my brother loves Bon Iver. We used to listen to him in the sauna. We actually saw him here. But anyway, I got onto this watching. I really love that song, Exile. Like, I love it. But what really inspired me was the version that Taylor Swift does at his show, or like his show featuring her, and she comes onto stage, and it's such a beautiful, check it out, Exile, Bon Iver and Taylor Swift live, mixed with Skinny Love, because in between, after the song ends, and it's such a like dramatic song, right? And then she says, thank you very much, and this is to Justin, the most amazing artist, and she's practically crying because she's like loves him so much and admires him so much, and it was just so like genuine Taylor. She's heart wrenching, right? You're just like, oh. She activates that frontal lobe for sure in her shows. Anyway, The Tao of Pooh was like my favorite book. Just about being good to each other. And then I was watching all this stuff about Shambhala and Tibet and Ascended Masters and how we really have to raise our vibrations to enter various dimensions. These are all just various thoughts, but anyway, Skinny Love. And then she goes, it's like the stage, I think the stage drops her down, so she disappears, and then he's just left on stage alone, and he's like, well, awkward. How do you follow that? And he chooses Skinny Love. And the song just really, like, he does it live, he does it so well, the song just really brings everybody together, and it really does, like, wow, amazingly worked to be the song to follow Taylor Swift. So I was going to come back and just do Skinny Love, but I just really wanted to do those two songs too. Merci, je veux vraiment chanter encore. Artists that sing, like in India, the chanting brings the goddess in, brings the gods in, brings that feeling, lights them all up, and it's that whole idea of really lighting up from the inside. That's what belief and faith really can do, and that's how it heals us, and that's the power of Reiki. That is energy medicine, and so it's all one and the same. Anyway, he wrote Skinny Love about here, let's just see if I still have the article here. So it was about a relationship that he had ended, but with somebody that he lived with for a long time. But it's not necessarily about her, he says. It's about that time in a relationship that I was going through. You're in a relationship because you need help. But that's not necessarily why you should be in a relationship. And that's skinny. It doesn't have weight. Skinny love doesn't have a chance because it's not nourished. So we have to nurture love. We have to nurture each other. We have to nurture ourselves. And if we can't nurture ourselves, there's no way we can nurture another. But this is all about having that idea that we can have depth, but we can also rise to the surface, right? And keep it light. So let's enjoy Skinny Love and flow. You flow your way, I flow my way, and that is the sun salutation over and over, okay? We mix it up with a few things in between, but mostly, just be you. Allow me. My little guy wants to put up the Christmas tree already.
Come on, skinny love, just let's sing it.
Okay, let's roll the
Run a
shoulders.
little song, we will
We're
never
gonna just
leave.
intuitively flow to the music, okay?
My, my, my. Staring at the same across the view.
Now roll the hips. Shoulders. Down into the cobra. Open up the heart.
Right in this moment, and I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, and it will be a different kind. And I'm holding all the tickets, and you'll be holding all the fines. told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind, and now all your love is wasted, and then who the hell was I? And I'm breaking out the chest, and at the end of all your lies,
Twist. Triangle.
who will love you? Who will find? Who will fall behind?
Feel your strength. Big circles. Other side. Clap along. And smile. Ah. At your core, you will find your light. And it will come to you when the time is right. And that belief will change your life. And you will be able to rest and relax and calm down. And pure peace within. You are the sunshine. Give yourself a big squeeze. And roll up, and thank you for practicing with me. Yoga is life, and this journey towards enlightenment, towards seeing clearly for yourself, okay? So take everything with a grain of salt. Check out more Morgan Freeman and all of his amazing documentaries on God and miracles and love. And just know that I love you deeply, okay? And if you're feeling bad in any way, eat a beet. Beets are incredibly good for the blood, the liver, everything, if you ask me. But you know what? Disclaimer. These are all just personal opinions, but you take them with a grain of salt. I hope that I've taught you something here today, and I can only hope that. I can only do my best. And believe me, I am. So give me I love you so much.